Welcome to Pioneering a Greener Future, inside Atlantis Special Economic Zone's vision for sustainable industry and inclusive growth. A special two-part series where we explore the future of green manufacturing and sustainable investment in Africa. In this series, we dive into Atlantis SEZ's bold vision for the green economy and uncover how it's building a resilient ecosystem for investors and industries alike. Join us as we examine how this unique zone empowers green industries, supports ESG goals, and drives skills development for an inclusive, sustainable future. Whether you're an investor, a manufacturer, or a change maker, discover how Atlantis SEZ is redefining industrial growth in Africa. This episode features Selwyn Willoughby, Executive Integrated Ecosystem at Atlantis Special Economic Zone. Selwyn, welcome. Can you share how Atlantis SEZ's skills development initiatives are tailored to meet the evolving needs of green industries and sustainable manufacturing in Africa?
At the Atlantis Special Economic Zone, we recognize that the future of manufacturing and industrial development lies in sustainability. Not only sustainability, but also inclusion. That is why our skills and enterprise development initiatives focus on equipping our workforce with the technical expertise needed to thrive in green industries. We develop specialized training programs in renewable energy technology, circular economic principles, as well as eco-friendly production methods. So by partnering with the local training providers and international industry experts, we ensure that our workers are skilled in areas like solar power or wind energy, as well as energy-efficient manufacturing. We are also focusing on digital skills, making sure that our communities can participate in the digital transformation. And that includes foundational digital skills and how to use the internet and other digital tools through to programming and robotics, as well as process engineering. Our goal is to create a talent pool that not only meets the needs of today, but also anticipates the challenges and opportunity of tomorrow's green economy.
What are the key partnerships or collaborations that Atlantis SEZ has formed with educational institutions, government bodies, or private sector companies to drive enterprise development in the region?
Collaboration is at the heart of what we do. We can't do our work without our partners. So we've partnered with several leading universities and technical training institutions to provide our workforce with access to cutting-edge research and training programs. One of our key collaborations is with the South African Renewable Energy Technology Centre, SARATEC, which offers specialized training in renewable energy technologies. Other initiatives also include collaboration with the Cape University of Technology, working with Westgrow, also working with industry in Atlantis to understand industry needs. We've also developed strong relationships with government agencies such as the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition to align our enterprise development strategies with national industrialization policies. Additionally, we work closely with private sector companies to ensure that their training programs match their skills that the employers are seeking. These partnerships allow us to bridge the gap between education and employment, fostering a thriving ecosystem of innovation and enterprise within the SEZ. Also, when it comes to partnerships, it's quite important that we create a network for these young people to tap into, for them to be connected to potential employers to ensure there's an uptick of young people in jobs at the end of the training session.
Selwyn, how does the Atlantis Special Economic Zone's approach to skills and enterprise development align with broader national and continental goals for industrialization and economic growth?
Our approach is very much aligned with the South African National Development Plan, the African Union Agenda 2063, as well as the SADC's Industrialization Plan for 2063, which prioritizes industrialization, sustainable development, and job creation. By focusing on industries that promote green growth and eco-manufacturing, we are helping to drive the transition to a low-carbon economy, which is a key objective of these national and continental strategies. Our skills program are designed to prepare individuals not only for current jobs, but also looking at the future. What are emerging and what industries will need going forward? Additionally, by fostering enterprise development, we encourage entrepreneurship and support the growth of small, micro, and medium enterprises, which are crucial to economic resilience and long-term growth in South Africa, Additionally, SMMEs are also the backbone for job creation going forward.
What steps is Atlantis SEZ taking to ensure that its workforce development programs are inclusive and accessible, particularly for women and youth?
Inclusivity is one of our core values at the Atlantis Special Economic Zone. We have specific initiatives aimed at empowering women and young people who are often underrepresented in industrial sectors. We also focus on people that's over 35 because there is a huge sector of the population that's still economically active. So, as you can hear, inclusivity is foundational to us. For women, we ensure that our programs are tailored for accessibility in terms of helping to promote small businesses. We had a Canva training initiative where we focused on supporting women with digital skills to promote their businesses. We also ensure that women can participate in vocational skills opportunities. We recently had the welding training course. We had women participating. We also had a robotics initiative with the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, with more than 60% of the participants were young girls, and who, by the way, managed to ace the program and stand out amongst all participants. So our training programs are therefore designed to be accessible to a wide audience, including those from disadvantaged backgrounds, and we work closely with government and NGOs to identify barriers to entry. And as an example, when we run these programs, we think about issues such as transport, public transport, therefore making sure that our programs are placed in areas that's easily accessible to the participants. By focusing on inclusivity, we're not only promoting equity, but also ensuring that the ACZ can tap into the full potential of South Africa's diverse population.
Not all smooth sailing, I would imagine. What are some of the key challenges Atlantis SEZ has faced in skills development, enterprise development, and workforce development, and how are these being addressed?
The key challenges as it relates to skills development, enterprise development, and working with the community is around partnerships and trust. We can't continue to work in an environment if we do not have trust and partnerships that delivers on the expected outcomes. A big part of the process was to develop the Community Stakeholder Network, or CSN. That is a structured, functional engagement with the community that's been established. The CSN has 15 sector body representatives on it. So that is represented from examples, faith-based institutions, SMMEs, youth, education, and the like. And the intention there is to ensure that there's clear, open communication between the SEZ, between our industry partners and the community. On the skills side, part of the challenges was to understand what are the needs, because what we do not want to do is to create a pool of expertise that might not be needed or it's oversubscribed. So there we need to constantly engage with industry, constantly understand industry's need, where are the gaps, as well as where do we focus on for the future. We always have a tension between the current needs for the Atlantis community, as well as making sure we prepare for the future. And that tension exists all the time. On our SMME side, big part of the challenges are to prepare the SMMEs to participate in the formal economy. A number of SMMEs operate informally, and that's fine, and that's how we operate. But there's a big challenge to get SMMEs to be compliant in terms of government requirements and to stay compliant. And also to provide training to SMEs on how to operate in a professional environment to ensure that they can engage with the sector as well as take up opportunities as it emerge. One of the biggest other challenges that we face is also around access to finance. Our SMMEs are small SMMEs, and they are working in a very tight financial environment, and very often they get an opportunity, but they do not have the bridging finance to procure goods or additional services to undertake the work. And so working closely with the financial institutions is quite a key enabler to support these SMMEs.
Selwyn, in closing, how does Atlantis SEZ differentiate itself from other special economic zones? And what unique aspects of your model can serve as a blueprint for other SEZs looking to focus on sustainability and inclusion?
The Atlantis Special Economic Zone is the only green tech economic zone in Africa, and that kind of sets it apart from all other specialized economic zones. But what sets it apart is also our focus on inclusion. We are not here to develop a zone. We are here to ensure that there is a community that benefits from investment into the SEZ. So a big part of it is around driving the sustainability principles of net zero carbon, net zero water, kind of no waste, as well as working with nature. But as I mentioned, importantly, ensuring our community is part of the journey. And including the community means making sure that we provide opportunities for training, to education and skilling related to the green tech work, making sure that communities understand what potential exists for the future, and what would be required to take advantage of those opportunities. And the same with our SME, enterprise development work. We're looking at how do we equip the communities with the necessary skills to run businesses effectively, not only to take advantage of work coming out of the Atlantis SEZ or the Atlantis industrial area, but being able to participate more broadly. So the key feature here, besides the fact that we're focusing on green tech, is also the fact that we're looking at ensuring there's regional economic growth and development for the community around the SEZ. So one key differential aspect in terms of the SEZ model is the community engagement. As noted, the community stakeholder network is the primary vehicle through which we engage with the community. And I think this sets us apart from other SEZs because we focus on ensuring that the community's voice comes through in the work that we're doing. We ensure that the community understands what we're busy with, and for them also to understand how they can participate in the process.
A special thank you for this insightful conversation presented in collaboration with Atlantis Special Economic Zone.